enjoyed this week's episode, and please like this video, share with your friends and dock mates, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us get more viewers like you.
Hey, y'all. For those of you with the eagle eyes, notice anything different behind me? Ooh. Ta-da! Look at that. 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 You can vinyl wrap a car. Why can't you vinyl wrap the interior of a boat? Right? So that's what we've done. Think about it. Okay, so cars, outside, UVs, wind, rain, ice, snow, humidity, temperature, 65, 70, 80 miles an hour, accidents, scratches. Vinyl wrap has to deal with all of those things. So why don't we bring it on the interior of our boat? I mean, we're not going to have 80-mile-an-hour winds in the boat, but hey, we are certainly going to have moisture and heat and humidity. So we're going from that to that. That's pretty cool. Let's talk a little bit more about how we came to this conclusion and how we got here. So first off, for the vinyl wrap for the boat, we had to prep the walls. Y'all, this is a 40-year-old boat, and there's only had one previous owner, so we're the second owners. There had to have been, I don't even know, hundreds of holes in the boat, in the bulkheads, and the cabinetry and drawer faces, drawers and things like that. Hundreds of holes. And we wanted our wrap to go on nice, smooth, even as possible surfaces that don't have holes in them. So let's take some examples of what we did. So over here, there was clearly some holes that were in this bulkhead. So we've had to fill them. We did, for the most part, we did thickened epoxy and sanded that down once it dried, and then came back over it with some fairing compound. And that worked out really, really, really good. Then we basically sanded every single wall as flat as we possibly could, everything, with some 80 grit. I mean, you can even see our sand marks there. It won't show through, but you can see that we basically sanded everything. Here, look at all the holes that were here. When we bought the boat, there was a Weatherfax mounted here. And obviously lots of other holes. It looks a mess, but if you run your hand over it, it's fairly smooth. And the worst of it was basically around this area. We have a lot of old equipment and instruments that we pulled out from here. And as an example of that, look at this hole we had to fill. See this one here? It's kind of hard to see, but this used to be a big square hole that had an old instrument that we took out. So I cut a piece of marine grade plywood that fit, did some thickened epoxy around the edges, and then came back with a few layers of fiberglass on this backside to hold it in. And then over here, faired and sanded. So the wrap went over that nice and easy. Same thing with this side too. I don't know if you're able to see over here, but see this? That used to be an old hole for an instrument as well. So we went ahead and fixed that. So some of these, and then back here, there was lots of holes. So we had to fill that. And that took, so Devin and I worked for 7 days straight, and we each put in 56 hours. So 56 times 112 hours of filling holes, sanding, fairing. We also did some varnishing too, because basically all of these bulkheads are marine grade plywood with a teak veneer. And then the nice trim pieces like this, those are solid teak pieces. This like corner piece here, you know, this corner piece, all those trim pieces that were solid teak, we wanted to keep teak to, you know, kind of keep it like a boat. So those have all been sanded, and 2 coats of varnish. At least 2 coats of varnish, some have more. So yeah, that was 112 hours. Oh, plus we had a helper in Natasha. Thank you, Natasha. So she put in probably 10 hours too. So yeah, like 120 hours of just sanding and fairing and filling holes and sanding and fairing and filling holes. It was intense, but it was all worth it because now we are at the point where we are vinyl wrapping the interior of our boat and it looks freaking amazing. They're doing such a great job. I love it. And I can't wait to get everything put back together on it because it's just gonna look so good. But a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of materials, a lot of effort, and you know, it's also a yacht of love. All right, on to the next project. Let's keep going.